Okay, guys, this is just homework hints, not homework help. So you can listen to this in class. All right, number one, we haven't done these a whole lot. What if every eighth grader in the school was asked, have you ridden a bike in the last year? Have you rode a skateboard in the last year? And the answer is either yes or no. So here in this column, everyone who said yes that they rode a bike. In this column, anyone who said no that they did not ride a bike. And in this column, total. In this row, people who said yes for a skateboard, people who said no for a skateboard, and people who said total. So it's really easy to think about. If 306 people did not ride a skateboard in the eighth grade, or sorry, 300, nope, that's exactly wrong. If for people who did not ride a skateboard in the eighth grade, 306 of them have yes ridden a bike, and 18 of them have not ridden a bike, how many total people have not ridden a skateboard? So pretty much the only thing with these is they add up sideways and they add up down. And right here will be the total of the entire class. So you're just adding sideways and adding down. So for people who have ridden a bike, 95 of them have not ridden a skateboard, 306 of them have ridden a skateboard. So how many total people have not ridden a bike or have ridden a bike? So basically you're just adding up down and adding up sideways. All right, this one, number two. They're gonna end up saying here's a scatter plot. We don't even really pay attention to the dots. That's just real life. We pay attention to the line. What is the y-intercept? They're gonna say on the test 0b. They're just saying what number goes here for the y-intercept, the begin on blue number. So for the begin on blue number, we just usually say like 250, but from our charts, we know the long name for the begin on blue number would be like 250. 250 is not the answer here. You just have to tell me what is the number that it should be for the begin on blue number for that line. All right, number two, what is the slope? You can't just count boxes, but what you can do is say, oh, it starts there and it looks like it hits another box there. If I did a black dot, there and there. Don't just count boxes because the boxes aren't worth what you think they're worth. So be careful. This doesn't go down 4 boxes. It goes down from what is this number in between 320 and 400 all the way down to 240. And then if you know this number and this number, you should know the equation. Figure it out. All right, number 3. This is promise from the test. Danica wants to use a gym. Gym A starts off at $30 and it charges $15 a month. So when we write an equation, it's where you start. You start at $30. That's your begin on blue number. And your slope is $15 every month. So this guy is, Gym B is where does he start? He starts at $0 because he's free to join. So that's where you start. That's your y-intercept, your begin on blue number. And your slope is just $20 every month, so $20 every x. So they're asking when are these equal to each other? So we have to say, okay, when are both of these true? When does y equal 15x plus 30 and y equals 20x? This is substitution. If you know y equals 15x plus 30, you can take y out and plug in 15x plus 30 equals 20x, and you tell me, you solve this. Make your teams. You tell me when those are equal to each other. We will do more of these problems where you have to be able to set up the equations, which will be the next step of hardness. Number 4, fill in. So this box right here that I'll do in blue is I have to know how many people play an instrument. Let's see. This right here says how many people play a sport. 97 do play a sport and 118 don't. So let's see. Where's this plays a sport? Total, yes. Plays a sport, 97. All the total people that play a sport is 97. What about the total people that do not play a sport? Does not play a sport, and the total box would be 118. Total people that play musical instrument. Total people that don't play musical instrument. And then here's another piece of information. For the 156 people who do not play a musical instrument, 87 of them do not play a sport. So there are 87 people who know music, no sport. That's this box right here. All right. Knowing all that information, you should be able to fill out every single one of those boxes because they add up sideways and they add up down. All right, do you remember our powers rules for number 5? Do you remember this? Do you remember this guy? What do you know when you come in? Nothing. Then the next floor, then you learn addition and subtraction. Then you learn multiplication and division. Then you learn powers. Do you remember the powers down rules? Okay, over here, first thing I want you to do is translate this 4 units up. So if I was going to make it 4 units up, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the new spot for C. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the new spot for B. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the new spot for A. So I'd have to draw this in like that. So that's where B prime, C prime, and A prime are. And I have to say, okay, let's see. I can count where those are. A would be at -2, and now it's at 7. All right, so go through it. And then I want you to reflect it across the y-axis, so it should go over there somewhere. And then I want you to, after that one, I want you to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise, so it's going to come down here. Remember when you rotate clockwise that your whole life gets switched around? And this is Stauffer's neighborhood, positive, negative. All right, number 11. Remember, there's 180 degrees in an angle. You should know which ones, like 180 degrees in a straight line. You should know how much those ones, and those ones are worth. So because of that, you should know how much those ones, and those ones are worth. All right, good luck. Remember, if it's a word that you're like, what does that mean? It means slope. So give me the slope and equation. Give me the slope and equation of this one. Which of these points satisfy the function? We did this last week. If I plug in this to the equation, do I get this guy? Is he on the line? Number 15. Should be pretty easy. This is a pirate square that we give some height to, that we crush. Okay, so fill in those. Number 16, this is a pirate square that we make 3D, and that's stupid fraction. But this is not the radius. The radius is half of that. Remember, we only need from there to there. We don't need 10. Don't use 10. And then for 17, solve this equation. You know your begin on blue number is right there, and it goes up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, but this also goes backwards or down to backwards 1 if I keep up the pattern. So there's one line. Can you graph the other one? Start here, and the slope is -1, and tell me where they intersect. All right, that's the hints for all of them. Good luck.